snag as a
Hey,
knight
I'm
in
talking to
training,
you.
but he brought back the most delicious dishes to share from his clan matron. Orc moms do not skimp on the sugar.
Sorry for shouting at you. It must be this city. Makes me want to walk fast and speak loudly. Oh, well, not me exactly. I came to Hrothgar to elevate my status, and here I am running errands for the orcs. The king himself has requested your presence at his private tavern here in Orsinium. Perhaps you'll be so kind as to put in a good word about me with the king. If you find yourself in the...
Supplies are now reaching the city on a regular basis. Maybe now our basic city functions will get...
Why would the chief want to harm Trinimac's mouthpiece? That makes no sense.
How?
Try the Iceberry Ale. It's delicious. I love this place. Back at the keep, I'm always being pulled in a dozen directions. Fighting over here, debating over there, gives me a headache. But here, I can just eat and drink until I pass out. Took you long enough to show up. I could have you flogged for that. Ha ha ha! That look on your face! Priceless! But I'm just yanking your tusk. I usually never have anyone flogged for a first offense. It's a good thing I like you, because the last person who asked me these sorts of questions had the curiosity beaten out of him. But I don't want to fight with you. That's not why I called you here. Are you ready to listen? You helped Chief Bosrog. You fought at my side as we defeated Iceheart and his Winterborn warriors. In short, you impress me. People who impress me either turn out to be a help or a hindrance to my plans. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me speak plainly. You could pose a threat to me, but I prefer to consider you an ally. Share a few drinks, like we're doing now. I could use someone like you. Someone to clan chief problems. There are still stubborn chiefs out there who don't agree with my vision, who don't want... You made an impression on Bosrog. Whether he likes it or not, he owes you for helping the clans. For now, nothing. Relax, have a drink. Enjoy all the pleasantries that Roxanne and her fine establishment have to offer. But when I need you, I expect you to be ready and willing to get the job done. Oh, what are those two doing here? Damn it! You two always show up and ruin my fun.
Oh, I have not even begun to ruin your fun, my king. But let's leave the pleasantries for later. We have an urgent situation to report.
I can never tell when you're joking. Fine. What's so important?
The Trinimac Temple has been attacked, my beloved. Malakath devotees have barricaded the doors and taken the priests as hostages.
These fanatics dare to attack
The king
my
and I
city?
go way back.
People? I'll deal with them personally.
You will do no such thing, my son. After what happened in the throne room, this is undoubtedly a trap.
I won't sit by while they attack my city!
This problem requires a personal solution, and I have a perfect idea. Outsider, let us talk.
I originally named this... We're very particular when it comes...
The king's got an appetite on him, let me tell you.
My son's bravery borders on stupidity. He would run off and stumble blindly into their trap without the slightest regard for his safety. We must not allow that to happen. Oh, child, I always have a better idea. My son's rage makes it difficult for him to see clearly. His instinct is to charge every problem straight on and beat it into submission. His enemies know this, and often use it against him. Basrag and the other clan chiefs know King Kurog all too well. They expect him to attack and kill the heretics, just as the heretics will kill the hostages. Innocent lives will be lost, and blame will fall squarely on Kurog's shoulders. You are an outsider with connections to Orsinium that are tenuous at best. Enter the temple and rescue our people. If you succeed, you save innocent lives at the king's request. If you fail, well, at least the king won't be blamed.
The city's construction has begun. So far, things are coming along nicely.
Everyone, clear the streets and go home. Let the king's soldiers deal with this. Back away, citizen. We have enough to deal with as it is. My soldiers can't do their job with all you civilians getting underfoot. Just because you carry a weapon doesn't mean you know how to use it. And as you can see, I already have more amateur warriors volunteering to help than I can handle. Why don't you just stand back and leave this to the professionals? Right, and I'm High King Emmerich's Long. Very well, I'll check with the Forge Mother. But if you've lied to me, I'll hunt you down.
I'll be at this until I drop.
I heard the cultists have overrun Faren's stronghold. Damn Voshrak!
DrBrynzo nonsense is going to be the downfall of this city.
The king sent you here to rescue the hostages, didn't he? Of course he did. That's why they recruited heroes after all, am I right? Listen, I have a plan. It's brilliant. Wanna hear it? See those hawkers behind me? Don't look. Anyway, they've been acting suspiciously. Standing around, making shifty eyes, showing odd hand gestures to passers-by. You never read Investigator Vale? The book's about the brilliant scholar who travels the world and solves crimes. She doesn't use magic or weapons. Just her charm and her wits and... Look, I'll lend you a copy later, but we need to focus here. Isn't it obvious? Look at their evil demeanor, their villainous whispering. I bet if we rattle them, they'll run off and lead us right to the hostages. Watch. I'll just let loose an arrow. That should put the fear of Ifray into the survivor. Really? I mean, yes! I knew I liked you for a reason. Once the other one starts to run, don't let him out of your sight. He should lead you right to the hostages. On my mark. Stop, you! Thief! And there goes the other one! Get him!
Hey, I was walking here. Run into me again and I'll knock your teeth out.
Watch where you're going, you idiot!
I have a good mind to throw a lightning bolt at you.
Defend the temple!
Thank Trinamak you're here. Someone has to save my fellow priests inside the temple. Please, I need your help. Malakath fanatics. They burst into the temple and began... They made such a commotion when they barged in. I spotted them from the upper balcony and slipped out the back door. I was about to go find help when more of those ruffians surrounded me. I thought I was finished, and then you showed up. They invoke the chief's name, saying he seeks revenge against the king and any who follow the... I see. I respect the king and all that he stands for, but his temper... It has gotten us into... My fellow priests were still alive when I slipped out of the temple. But the tension in the air... They're holding the priests captive in the rectory. If one of the torchbearers spots you... Take this key. It will unlock the temple's rear end. May the luck of Trinamak be with you. I'll inform the guards and try to send more help your way.
Lock the priests in the rectory. As soon as Kurog arrives, we kill them all.
These walls are incredible. Did you know this isn't the first city to bear the name Orsinium? Tamriel hasn't been very kind to the orcs. I wonder if it won't be the last.
Intruders! Now we can kill the priests!
Spread out!
Scatter! How did you get in here? No matter. You'll get it.
Leave this one alive. Someone has to record the message.
Killed them? Why would you do this? Turok's people have arrived! Kill them all!
This is not the end of our tale.
You were too late. Maybe the others. Maybe Solgra reached them and they're all right. Everyone's dead. High Priestess Solgra and our brother. I have the key. Solgra and the others should be somewhere through this door. I'll find a way to open the main temple doors and let the soldiers in. Good luck. Get her! Don't let her escape!
I'll die before I let you hurt the others.
I take no pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
Orders be damned! You're going to die for that, priestess!
Run! I plan to kill a dozen more. Don't leave my temple now!
What do you say to some celebratory sweets?
I could handle them, but the odds got a little overwhelming. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine once I catch my breath. Just got the wind knocked out of me a little, that's all. Not exactly. They claim to be devoted followers of Malakath, and said they were working for Chief Bazrag. They caught us by surprise, threatened us. Did you run into Ugus? How are he and the others faring? Don't blame yourself. You have saved lives that without your intervention would certainly have been lost. But I'm still confused as to what the attackers hoped to accomplish. Why take us hostage? Why not spill the blood of innocents and blame the king for their deaths, for not being able to protect his people? What a fiendish scheme. But the king sent you in his stead. Very astute on his part. That decision may have saved many lives. We were supposed to assume they were Malakath devotees, but they didn't seem particularly religious to me. Even I don't believe Malakath would sanction a slaughter such as this. They mentioned Chief Bazrag, though. I've always found the chief to be noble, but it doesn't take a lot to change a person. His forts ravaged, his traditions threatened. I can see how such things could lead to this. The king and the Forge Mother must be told what happened here.
Aren't you afraid?
This is the last of them! Let's finish these bastards off! Split up!
I didn't think you could get more powerful.
One of the priests finally managed to open the temple doors. It appears that you had the situation mostly well...
You're alive. Finally, something good comes out of this debacle. Too many priests died because of those fanatics. We removed their bodies, but if word of this gets out, I need to know. Did you find... That is good news indeed. I will make sure that increased patrols around the perimeter, soldiers assigned to guard the inside of the temple. The priests will not have to live in fear of another attack. Not Bazrag has never agreed with Kurog. He made threats in the throne room, as I'm sure you heard. Besides, his boldness and devotion to Malakath are... My son needs to solidify his hold on the clan. All of the chiefs must accept Kur. You have done enough for today. Though lives were lost. Solgra, my child, come join us. Are you injured? Should I call a healer?
I am well enough, but innocent blood was spilled in the temple this day.
I grieve for your fellow priests as much as you do, but changing the awesome way of life brings risks we are all well aware of.
Trinimac's words. I came here to share them, not to bury my brothers and sisters in the faith. Thank you for what you were able to...
Your timely arrival was a blessing from Trin...
Thank you for...
I will read from the Book of Trinimac. Orsium, hear his words.
Guess what? I have another message for you from the king. It's wonderful to see you. I have no idea. Although in the throne room, up at the keep.
My friend and ally has returned. Let's talk. I heard what you did at the temple. Your efforts, no doubt. Basrag's never agreed with my plans. He's a traditionalist, stubborn and old-fashioned to the end. His unwavering devotion to Malakath, his hatred of Trinimac, his refusal to recognize my authority. I'd say Chief Basrag is getting desperate. Basrag wants to start a war. Damn it all to oblivion, we'll have to stop him. He has the strength. It's time to assemble the Great Moot. I want you to visit the clan chiefs that still haven't come around to our way of thinking. Talk some sense into them. You need to get to them before Basrag poisons the well and turns them. You made an impression already, but don't worry. I'm not expecting them to come just because you asked nicely. Now you get it. Help the chiefs, and they'll be obligated to accept your invitation. I've tried to convince them. Tell them that you come to help in the name of King Kurog. That I'm hosting a gathering of clans, and I want the chiefs to attend. And do whatever it takes. The chiefs must attend the moot. I trust.
Another outsider here to perform tricks for the false king? Bah, go back to Kurog and leave a real clan chief in peace. So, you're a lapdog and a messenger? I have no time for Kurog's games, outsider. As long as You think you can accomplish what me and my strongest warriors have been unable to do? Very well, outsider.
Simpler times, eh?
I need to find out what happened in the quarry. Where's that elf we have you happened to see an elf around here? Tall, spindly, talks way too much for his own good? No, of course not. That would have been too easy. This is what I get for hiring a tuskless runt. He said he could improve efficiency in Greystone Quarry. What did we get for our trouble? First the fog, then the screams, then nothing. Not a word, and it smells like elf mischief to me. My husband, Chief Ramash, went down into the quarry to look for the elf and find out what happened to our workers. He came back covered in blood, and I can tell you, Ramash doesn't bleed easily. I'd appreciate any help you can provide. After what happened to the chief, the rest of the clan refuses to go anywhere near the quarry. If you can get in there, find out what happened, and make sure the quarry workers are safe. It's all because of that damn city they're building. The king needs stone for Orsinium's walls, for its keeps, for its damn towers. I don't know where Quarry Overseer Yadurl found the elf, but he claimed he could increase our production tenfold. Typical elf. Too clever for his own good. All tricks and hasty maneuvers. But our clan depends on the quarry. It's our livelihood. If we can't determine what happened down there and fix it, the Tumnash clan is finished. In the longhouse, tending to his wounds and raging about the troubles that have... I'm Chief Ramash's forge wife. Tumnash is my clan, and Greystone is our quarry. These recent troubles, on top of the pressure to provide more stone for Orsinium...
Let's go.
Shadows in the fog.
What are you doing down here? Don't you know that Greystone Quarry... What happened? The High Elf, that's what happened. It was fog, thick as... We entered the fog. Find the Hunt wife and her daughter.
We can walk away from, eh? walk away from, eh?
I thought you were one of those damn machines. You're just lucky I've got the reflexes of a snow bear, or your guts would be decorating the floor. Is this another of my husband's half-hearted rescue attempts? Whatever. I guess I should be grateful. I don't. But I can hope, can I? Besides, I haven't seen her corpse. And he's a clever bastard, I'll give him that. He knew there was a dwarven ruin down here, and used us to uncover it. We should have been more. Shaban. She's a brave young woman. Took an immediate interest in the High Elf and his...
Quest to improve never ends. Just like a knight.
Ah, our quarry, sure. But the dwarves carved out this... He told me to stay here while he...
Stendal, protect us from harm.
what a surprise with Zark. Seems like we explored that place only yesterday. You do remember? Stros Mackay, Dwemer Ruins, that adorable animunculus clanker. Those were good times. But now, to business. Ah, so you've met them. I really do feel awful about what happened. I offered my help because I suspected that the ruins of Mizandine were down here, but I never expected such powerful defenses. This place is remarkable. Yes, but I was referring to the fog. It was a most curious thing. As soon as we unearthed the door to this place, a heavy fog set in and the Dwemer spiders swarmed us. I know how to handle dwarven constructs. The orcs, sadly, do not. Ah, the Zark ruins. That was an adventure. Since then I've been traveling. Yes, but my control rod can only handle... Our paths cross again. Thank the Eight. It's amazing how often good research leads to remarkable discoveries. Since we parted, I have come to the conclusion that this isn't it though? That's what we in the business call a remarkably well-preserved orb. Think of the device as a gigantic combination lock. These emitters shine light upward towards the various lenses, trial and error, like any other scientific endeavor. But be sure to keenly observe every rotation of the rings. That's the key to our success. We can...
Stendarr was with us in that fight. Shining steel! I was of some assistance. Weapons, my friend. We've won. side by side. I was of some assistance. I do believe we're good at this. do this! I take no pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive and they're not. On my honor!
This should allow me to control the dwarven constructs. Fascinating. I never imagined the control mechanism would fit inside so small a space. It will take me some time to master this device. But with it, I'm sure I can suppress the outer defenses and return the quarry to a relatively safe state. We had a mutually beneficial arrangement. I taught them techniques for excavating the quarry more efficiently, while they well, no. But they never would have gone along with it otherwise. And they would have found it eventually, right? The fact is, I had no idea that the Dwemer constructs would... I suspected as much. I did my best to help them, but there was so much confusion. If I can take control of the defenses... Fascinating. Oh, yes, it's perfectly safe. I have something I want... If I can make a few adjustments, I want to offer the constructs to the orcs. I'm sure...
As soon as our scouts sent word that people were emerging from the quarry, I hurried down to see what was happening. Dwarves? That's the last thing I expected. From the stories I've heard, Things involving... Then the elf survived? Perfect! That means I still get to wring his scrawny neck. Wait a moment. What's that say? To arms, my clanmates! Let's show this mad elf what we think of his dwarven army.
Don't be alarmed. I bring a gift. These constructs can work your quarry and build a great city of Orsinium.
Damn you, elf. I should kill you where you stand.
What did I say? Please, my friend, make her see reason.
He got half my workers killed, and now he insults us as well? The elf's blood Greystone Quarry belongs to Clan Tumnosh. It should be worked by Clan Tumnosh, not those metal monsters. As long as one Tumnosh with orc sweat and orc muscle. We dishonor ourselves and our ancestors if we sat back and let machines do all the work for us. It figures their worth is considerable, and we'd be able to keep our quotas as we build back up. You're right. Thank you for letting me see beyond my rage.
You're always striving to learn something new. One of my favorite things about riding with you. Ready to ride.
Ah, outsider. I confess, Oh, very well. You performed a vital service for my clan.
I know you. You're one of those outsiders that Kurog brought to our land. I heard you've done some amazing feats, but I'd rather you didn't linger in my strong... Sorry, but I have problems of my own, right? If you're brave enough...
Never have them! The king insisted on a Morkel daughter for his forge wife. But then he decided... Malekith alone knows why Ashika... Running off to Morkel descent is why Ashika's still unwed! Finding glory in old... Go on, ask! Old clan legend says it's full of relics. Every few years, a new crop of it. I can tell you how long it takes steel to melt. You want old stories? Go ask a poet. Ashika thinks she's steel in a world full of iron. For all the king blusters, she'd challenge him at every turn. Now it was years ago. Algus.
these tremors in a...